Okay, hello class 12. This is my next video on different kinds of aids which we get in the trade relations in between the countries. There are two types of aids. One is tied aid, another is untied aid. Now, what is this tied aid? This is a foreign aid where the country which is giving the aid decides how the aid is going to be utilized. That means the donor country, aid means monetary help. Now this donor country who is monetarily helping the other countries, it will decide how the aid is going to be utilized. Now that is tied aid. That means they have tied a knot which is controllable. Okay. Now, but there are advantages and disadvantages, for each and every aspect. Now, advantages are it ensures proper utilization of the aid because the donor country will be the deciding body. It minimizes corruption on both the sides. Both countries are accountable for proper utilization of the aid. Helps the developing country to get exposure to the global market. This is a very important point because developing countries are not much exposed to the global market, but with this kind of aid, the donor countries are helping the recipient developing countries to get closure to the global world, to the global markets, to the global trade. Okay, but there are many disadvantages also. Like first point, they are more often required for commercial needs of the donor country than the developmental needs of the recipient country. This is one of the disadvantages of the tied aid. It is only concerned with the commercial needs rather than the developmental needs. Next, it causes market distortions which prevents the developing country from utilizing the aid. Market distortions means corruptions in the global market. It may cause an increase in the developmental cost. The donor country may not be aware of the developmental need of the receiving country, and the various impositions on the recipient country may lead to frictions between the various countries because here from the concept only it is very clear that the donor country will be dominating, right? So definitely it will lead to some kind of friction between the various countries because everything will be decided by the donor country. Then the receiving country has got no say. So in that case, definitely frictions and problems will definitely arise. So these are the disadvantages. Okay. 5 disadvantages I have given and 4 advantages I have given. Okay. Now what is untied aid? Untied aid is a foreign aid where the recipient country is at liberty to choose how and where the aid will be utilized. Now, this is definitely advantageous than that of the tied aid, I think, because here the recipient country is also at the liberty of some kind of decisions which they can take. But again, it has got advantages and disadvantages. Advantages are more in this respect. It allows more flexibility and aid can be used wherever it is needed. So that is one of the very, very important points. It promotes independent thinking and action. The receiving country can independently think and independently act on the matter. Goodwill is maintained between the two countries. The receiving country is at greater liberty, so there is always a friendly relation between the donor and the recipient country. Allows aid to be more efficiently employed because the receiving country knows the loopholes of their own country and they can accordingly impose the things, right? But disadvantages are also there, but very less. Aid is not monitored vigilantly because the donor countries are totally giving it on the receiving country this time. So definitely it is not being controlled by the donor country anymore. So it is The vigilance is less in this case. There is scope for corruption, and the initial goal may not be realized. The actual goal for which the aid has been provided, maybe that could not be realized properly. Okay, so these three are the disadvantages. Now, students, please jot down the notes from this video. Today I have given two videos. One is on IPR, intellectual property rights, and another is on tied and untied aid. So please go through my notes. I have given definition, advantages, disadvantages, and if for IPR I have given definition and the types of IPR, if you have followed the video properly. So please go through the notes, please go through the previous notes. If any problem, come up with that. Okay, thank you.